hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and today we are looking at a puzzle called Aerial View by Tundra Lava. Now, Tundra Lava wrote us, I think we featured them before. Was it the woodcut, the Japanese tsunami picture, The Great Wave by, I'm not going to name the famous Japanese artist, because I would get it wrong and make myself look a fool. Anyway, I think that's the puzzle we did by Tundra Lava before, but they wrote to us and said that at their university there is now a Sudoku club, which is great. I would love to give a shout out to the club, but I don't know which university it is. So if you're a member of a Sudoku club that has seen this puzzle before, let us know, and congratulations on having a Sudoku club. I think that's brilliant. I wish they'd existed when I was at a university. Anyway, let's just catch you up on where we are. We have got a winner in our Peter C. Hayward Star Wars Sudoku hunt, which was Jose Cuzco, so very well done to him. Fantastic effort. He was one of the earlier, within the first 5 days, I think, of the hunt coming out. One of the earlier entrants did very well to get through that Star Wars hunt, and we will at some point on Patreon be putting up videos of the solutions to those puzzles. Also on Patreon, of course, at the moment, Simon Solve of Fist of Mafel's amazing aquarium Philomeno puzzle. I love that. It is a work of art and solved rather brilliantly, frankly. It's a long video though, so get your popcorn out if you are a patron and you're going to watch that. Also, you can get our apps, our merchandise. They're all on the links under the video. The first link though is to this puzzle, which has been seen before. Now, this was based on a map, basically, that has been drawn for the occasion, in which the geographical features are, I think they represent high points which become fortress cells in the puzzle, so that the high points, these little grey hills, have to be higher than the cells surrounding them. Now, along the arrows, these are streams leading to lakes, and the lakes are the sum of all the cells on the stream, so the digits on the arrow, which can include repeats, add up to the number in the circle. The sort of earth bank lines are palindromes, which go backwards as well as forwards. You can read them each way. And we have some dots joining. I think they're in towns in the map. Makes it look a bit like Carcassonne or something. They represent cells that have a ratio of 1 to 2 or 1 to 3. And you get 3s or 2s within the dots to show that. So in the grid that we have, these two cells have to have a ratio of 1 to 2 between them. These two have a ratio of 1 to 3. Not all dots are shown. There could be others around. And those are the rules of this puzzle. So do give it a try. I'm looking forward to it. It's very interesting, very symmetrical geographical layout of this set of, maybe not the towns, but the original topographical features seem pretty symmetrical to me, which is great. I'm looking forward to it. Do give it a try. It's on the link under the video. And I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So, we've got a sequence here. If these are, there seem to me to be 3 ways you can populate the ordinary 3 cells. They could be a 1-3 pair, a 3-9 pair, or a 2-6 pair. So one of these two will be a 2-6 pair in this box. But down here, I think they have to go 1-3-9 with 3, can't type, with 3 in the middle. Well, we know that that's not going to be a 1 in the circle. So we've got 3 digits straight away. It almost feels too generous, Tundra Lava. But there's a lot of ways to make 9 there. That 1 and 3 don't clear this up. This, well, we know it's not, it's the same as this. So we know it's not 9 or 3. So it's 1, 2, or 6. And this is therefore 3, 2, or 6, I believe. Shout if I make a mistake, but I won't hear you. Oh, these arrow circles, these are helpful. Right, this has to be 9 because the minimum for those 3 cells is 1, 2, 3. The minimum for these 2 is 1, 2. That already adds up to 9, which is the maximum. So let's pencil mark all of that. Actually, this must now be a 3 because there is a 3 in those sets. There we go. So we've got a lot done there suddenly. This one can't be 9 now because of that. So it's 8, 7 or 6. I know it's not less than 6 because it's adding 3 cells. Actually, I know it's not less than 7 because this one can't be 1, 2 or 3 now. Yeah, so we're away here. That is 4 or 5. Can't be higher. These are 1 or 2, 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. They definitely involve a 1. Oh, we've got a 1, 2 pair. Can that be a 2? Yes, it would be a 2 there and a 4 there. Okay, I was hoping to cut that down to just 1, 2 as a possibility, but I can't do that. Nothing going on down there. Right, this arrow was where we sort of started, but actually this arrow that breaks the symmetry is much more powerful. How can we analyze that down to just an 8 or a 7, I wonder? I don't know. This can't be a 1, 2 pair now, but there's still quite a lot of possibilities. Oh, this can't be a 2. Now we've got a 1, 2 pair there. So this can't be a 6. Ah, that's now 1 or 2, and that's on the end of the palindrome, which weirdly gives us another 1, 2 pair. Right, the 1 or 2 that's missing in this row now has to be in one of these 3 cells. Oh, it can't be in this one because that's matched there, and that sees a 1, 2 pair in the row. Oh, and look, it can't be a 1 in either of those 2 cells. Oh, that's really interesting. It can't be a 1 there because of that. It can't be a 1 there because it's on the palindrome there, and we know there's a 1 in one of those. So, yeah, I'm noticing that I've got a 1, 2 pair in row 4. I've got a 1, 2 pair in row 5. I've got one of the 1, 2 pair in row 6. The other one can't be here or here because 1 and 2 are already done in that box. It can't be there because 1 and 2 are already done in that box. It can't be there because of the palindrome, because 1 and 2 are already done in that row. And it can't be it must be in one of these 2 cells, but it can't be a 1 in either of those 2. So that is a 2 in one of those. And I don't know what it is, but that's going to disambiguate a lot of this stuff. So we get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's on the palindrome, so we get a 1 there. This becomes a 3. This could be 2, 4 or 4, 8 now. So there's definitely a 4 in one of those cells. 3 and 3. So 3 in this column can't be in those boxes, and it can't be there because it would be matched on the palindrome there. So this is a 3. Actually, there was a much easier Sudoku way of doing that, I see now, but never mind, we got there. This 1, 2 pair, that's not resolved yet. 9, 3. Oh, yes, okay. 2. Yes, 2 can't be here. The 2 in this box has to be in these 2 cells because of those. That's the simple way, right? So we get a 2, 4 pair here. This one is 5 or 7 to make up the sum to 9. These are from 5, 6, 7 and 8, and they're on the palindrome here. What else? If that's a 2, that's a 4. We've got 1, 3, 2, 4. That all seems to work. Haven't used the fortress cells. This now can't be 1, 3. In fact, we've got to have a 1 in one of these cells. This is either 2, 6 or 3, 9. This couldn't be a 1 because that would have to be a 3 and would clash with that. So 1 has been reduced to 2 places. We're quite close to finishing off all the ones in the grid. This can't be 1, 3 either, and it can't be 2, 6. So that's a 3, 9 pair. Yes. I should have looked at that earlier. Never mind, we get there again. So that's now a 1, 2 pair. That hasn't sorted out this pair. 3, 9 there. 9's in one of those cells. No, the 3 is in one of these. Can that be a 6, which it would be if row 4, column 1 was a 3? We'd have a 6 there. Yeah, probably can be. Oh, hang on, this is from 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. In fact, all of these are. Oh, right, yes, of course. So in fact, this can't be a 2 anymore because that can't be. It's very hard to keep a track on these palindrome cells, to be honest. Oh, and look, this is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 quintuple in the middle box now. So we know where 3 and 9 go. That's weird. It's very helpful, though. Now, there's a 3 in one of these 2 cells. Now, does the combination... Oh, so there isn't a 3 on this one. So it's not 3, 9. That's a 2, 6 pair. 3 now has to be on this pair, because it's got to be made up of either 1, 3 or 3, 9, and therefore is not in this cell. 3 is there, which still doesn't tell us if this is a 1 or a 9, but it does tell us that this is a 9. Oh, it's a very neat puzzle, this. 6 must be in those cells in box 1. Therefore, it must be in those cells in box 5 on the palindrome, and it's not in these cells on the other palindrome. So that's a 5, 7, 8 triple, and we get 6 suddenly in box 9 by working through both palindromes from the top left corner. That's very elegant. 4 must be up here in one of these 2 cells in the column. Not very helpful. Got a 1, 2 pair in the... Oh, we've got a 2 in one of those cells. So these 1, 2 pairs are getting resolved. 2, 1, 2, said the drill sergeant. And a 1 there. This is 4, 5, 7 or 8 by Sudoku. But it's not 4 because it couldn't have a smaller number there. So it's 5, 7 or 8, and this is smaller, and is therefore 4, 5 or 7. So 9 in the row is in one of those 2 cells. This can't be a 9 anymore, but it's got to be bigger than 4 other cells. And one of those is not a 1, so it's more than 5. 6, 7 or 8, as far as I can see. What about this one? Oh, look, we've got a 2 there. Good grief, wake up. So it's certainly bigger than 6. Now it's part of a 7, 8 pair. So we've got 4, 5 and 6 to go in the rest of the row. That one's not a 6. Oh, that's not a 6. In fact, we know where 6 is. Suddenly 6s are getting done everywhere. Well, and that stopped immediately. I said that. This can't be a 4. It can't be a 5 either, because these would have to be populated with 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 3 can't be on them. So that's not 4 or 5. So that's part of a 7, 8 pair now in the column. The 4 and 5 go in those cells. That's a 4, 5 pair. Oh, this was... Ages ago, I began pencil marking this excitingly, working out that it's on what's effectively a black Kropke dot, and therefore it can't be 5 or 7. It's 4, 6 or 8, but this can't be 2, so this is either part of an 8-4 pair. Oh, and it can't be 3 now, look at that. I hadn't noticed that happening. So 3 is placed there. Is that the last 3 in the grid? Yeah, it is. And this is definitely a 4, 8 pair. That's not 6. So this can't be 6 either, and is therefore 4 or 8. Oh, and look, these act as a pair, I think. I don't know if it'll help, but they are different because of this black dot, this 2 dot here. Those are different, but that's the same as that. So those two are a pair of 4, 8. And they see all of these cells, at least, and that one. So all of those cells can only be from 5, 6, and 7. It doesn't actually give me anything that I didn't know. I should restore the corner mark 6 to one of those. Oh, nearly. What about this fortress cell? It's the only marked clue in the grid I haven't looked at really. Can't be 3, 9, 2, 1 or 6. Can it be 4? No, because that couldn't be smaller than 4. In fact, oh, it could be 5 with a 4 there and a 2 there. So 5, 7 or 8. That's disappointing. Ah, but the 4 in the column must now be in one of these two cells, and therefore that's in the box with this 4 or 8. So that becomes an 8. Oops, I'm trying to put that in properly. 8 there, 4 on the end of the line. And does that get anything done? Not much. Surely this 8. Ah, yes it does. 4 there puts 5 on the arrow, 8 in the circle, 7 in the fortress, 8 in the south fortress. That's an 8, 9 pair. These can't have 8 or 5 in. That's a 6, 7 pair, so I can copy that on the palindrome. 8 in this column must now be at the top, so that's 9. That's a 6, 7 pair, so this palindrome doesn't have a 7 on it. There's a 5, 8 pair, that resolves the 4, 5, and I think we're getting towards the end suddenly now. That's become a 7. That has to be 4. Good grief, it's once this starts coming together, it really goes together. It's very nice. That's a 4, 6, 8 triple, which will resolve in due course. This has become 5, 8. That's on the palindrome. So 5, 8 there. I still haven't fixed the order of 6, 7 here. Those can't have an 8 in. That's a 4, 6 pair. That's where 8 is. These can't have a 5 in. They're a 6, 7 pair. This is a 5, 4 pair. So this is an apparent deadly pattern of 2 pairs, well, 4 pairs. And in a normal Sudoku, this couldn't be resolved, but I suppose that this palindrome is going to fix that when we get there. This is a naked single 9. 2 and 5 there, that becomes a 4. That's been available for a while. Another 6, 7 pair. We're getting those all over the grid. Ah, 5 there has made this a 7. Then we can use the arrow. Now we can disambiguate all the pairs in the bottom third of the grid. We get 6, 9. That's a 4. We've got 5, 7, 8. Well, that must be an 8 by Sudoku, which works with the fortress idea. This becomes a 7. Even the 6, 7s are getting disambiguated now, and that does the palindrome. And that is going to resolve our last bit of deadly pattern. That is a beautiful puzzle. Very interesting one from Tundra Lava there. I really enjoyed that. And an aerial view map puzzle to boot. So thanks very much to Tundra Lava for sending that. Very interesting. Hope you had a go at that. That was quite approachable, as our next Patreon reward will be at the beginning of February. It's going to be a series of quite approachable Sudokus, and we're looking forward to bringing you that. Do consider joining our Patreon if you haven't already. We are very grateful to everybody who does. And as always, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.